Hello everybody, welcome to Fruitful Trees, and here I am in front of my neighbor's jackfruit tree and it is loaded. This is an average sized jackfruit tree, which is really big. He has it in his backyard, and you can't keep a tree like this in certain places because it takes up so much room. But today on the show we're going to be talking about a dwarf jackfruit tree called Cochin. And I was at Lara Farms recently and he was showing me some of his jackfruit trees, and he was showing me the dwarf jackfruit tree, the Cochin. And you know I had to get one. So that's what we're going to be talking about in the show here. This particular variety is loaded here. This one is a Bangkok lemon, and every year this tree is absolutely loaded. But the Cochin dwarf variety can keep kept 7 to 8 feet and still be loaded with jackfruits. Most jackfruits grow much bigger than that. And the other thing is, these jackfruits are babies right now, but jackfruits can grow up to 50 pounds on a tree. And often these grow 20, 30 pounds, maybe even sometimes more. But the jackfruit on the dwarf jackfruit tree grows much smaller. And it grows, and there's many on there. So it's not only a dwarf jackfruit tree, but the fruit grows much smaller. And a great thing is it's very easy to get into. It's very little latex. It's very easy to get into. And I haven't tasted it yet, but I hear it's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to show you Lara Farms now talking about this variety. Make sure, I got my variety from Lara Farms. Not everyone knows that's the different varieties, but make sure, go to the link below the video and you can check it out there. Lara Farms has many varieties of jackfruits on their website. And my personal favorite is Black Gold. They have that one. Not a lot of people sell that one. They have that one. But definitely go to the Cochin jackfruit, the dwarf jackfruit. Click on the link below the video. And here's Julian at Lara Farms talking about it now. Hello, everybody. Here we are with Fruitful Trees. And today I'm so excited. I'm at Lara Farms in the Redlands. And I come here for so many different trees and just varieties of fruits. And I got this jackfruit from him a couple of months ago. It's called a Cochin dwarf jackfruit. And I put a tree in front of my house. I'll show you in front of my house the tree I put in. But we were just driving around this farm and we found this. This dwarf jackfruit tree has 2 baby jackfruits growing on in this 3-gallon pot. Now, they're not that dwarf. They don't usually come like that. It was just a fluke thing, but I wanted to show it to you.
Now, Paul, this is the male flower, and this is the female flower, which turns into the fruit.
Wow, the female flowers on there even. That's amazing. So tell us about this variety. When you say it's a dwarf, comparable to a regular jackfruit, how high does this normally grow?
Let's say like in 20 years, it can get about 18 feet tall.
18 feet in 20 years, where a regular jackfruit tree will grow how tall?
Oh, man, like a dinosaur, 30 feet tall.
Yes, so this is definitely a good... And how does the fruit taste? Is it soft or crunchy?
Oh, my God. It's crunchy, and it melts in your mouth like cotton candy. It's hard to describe. It's crunchy, soft, sweet. It's just pleasant. Doesn't have any of that bad jackfruit aftertaste, that latex. You pull it off the tree and the core stays on the tree. You just open it up and just start picking it. It's not too big. It's a small jackfruit. And you can eat the whole thing by yourself if you're lucky.
And is there it makes a lot of jackfruits, this tree? It's pretty,
yeah, it produces very well. It's called Cochin, named after the city it was found in, Cochin, India. It just makes a lot of fruit. Like I said, I don't like, humongous jackfruits. I like to have, this one makes a jackfruit about this big.
Oh wow!
Yeah, not too big. I have a mature tree in the back with fruits on it. You can go back and show everybody. But this guy is a dwarfy cultivar, and the fruit's just amazing.
And you can open it up with your hands, or do you need a knife?
You can open up with your hands.
Wow.
It's easy peel. There's 2 kinds of jackfruit, Paul. There's the hard to get into jackfruits, like let's say the Dangrasinis, the J31s, the Lemon Gold. Those are hard to get into, hard to peel, but they're delicious. And then there's the easy peel jackfruits, which is the Golden Nugget, the Cochin, the Banana Crunch, and others that I can't remember right now.
Black Gold?
Black Gold, if it's ripe, yeah. If it's completely ripe, yeah. But some people like to pick it before it gets completely ripe so it can be crunchy. And that's hard to get into. But when these varieties get soft, you can open it up easily and it's still crunchy.
Sure. And considering this is a dwarf tree, I mean, that's a big benefit to many people that don't have a big space.
Right. And after 20 years, it'll be about 15 to 18 feet tall. And if you wanted to cut it down half the size, that's up to you in the chainsaw.
So you can keep a jackfruit. How small can you keep a jackfruit and still get jackfruit?
Well, remember, it's a piece of an old tree that's growing. So it's, as long as the carbohydrates and the hormones are balanced out, because when you cut it down halfway, for example, it's going to take a while for the tree to balance itself out again in order to make fruit again. So it may take a couple of years. So what I like to do is to leave a few lateral branches so it can continue making fruit.
All right. And you can get these right now at his website at
LaraFarmsMiami.com.
LaraFarmsMiami.com. I'll put the link below the video. I'm going to go in my yard and show you my tree and talk a little bit more about this variety and maybe some of my other varieties. And you have a bunch of these in stock, right?
Yeah.
They're great. So get these. I have a selection of jackfruit. I could only have selected a few in my properties, and this is one of the ones I definitely wanted to have, so I'm glad that. But I wanted to show you this today because that's really cool that there's fruit on here like that.
That was the only one with fruit on it like that.
Thank you.
Cochin.
Here's one of the Cochin trees with a bunch of jackfruits on there, and you see how small they are. They will get a little bigger, but typically jackfruit can go up to 50 pounds, and these are probably under 10 pounds.
They won't get bigger than this.
Yeah.
This is it.
And wow, and how old is this tree?
20 years old.
20 years old, and look, it's not that
15,
tall.
18 feet tall.
And you could have even kept it smaller if you wanted to.
Yeah, I could. Opposed to these guys, these are just regular jackfruit. This is golden nugget and other kinds. And
now these, they have some fruit on there too. Is the season the same, or are these seasons different?
No, it's about the same.
Okay.
About the same. Summertime.
Okay.
Jackfruit time.
And there's that one.
Another Cochin right here. And one way to figure out if it's a Cochin or not is Cochin has a round leaf. A beautifully round leaf, just like Golden Nugget. Golden Nugget has a round leaf too. But what makes this one different than Golden Nugget round leaf is that it's fuzzy, a little fuzzy on the back. It's like, you're like, this is not Golden Nugget. This is Cochin. Yeah. I can just tell. I can be blind and still tell if this is Cochin or Golden Nugget.
Wow, not big at all. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, Golden Nugget. If you look over here. A massive tree. Look at that.
Wow. Same age, that tree.
Same age, and makes small fruit just like Cochin. But the leaf is not fuzzy. It's glossy, and no fuzz at all. But the tree grows enormous.
Wow.
It's as big as a brontosaurus.
Could you keep that short if you wanted to, or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Cut it. Let's say 10 feet, 12 feet high, and let it sprout back, and it'll sprout with flowers.
Nice.
Sometimes.
Nice. All right, everybody. That was Julian at Lara Farms in South Miami talking about this tree here, the Cochin jackfruit tree. If you want to get one of these, he has them in stock. Click on a link below the video. Not many people have this tree, and he grafted them himself. You know what you're getting when you go there for sure. And I'm excited. I have another smaller jackfruit there called the Lemon Gold. This one, that's another small one. But this is the true dwarf jackfruit, the Cochin. And you can see I have it right here in front of my gate. It's a nice tree to have up front. Jackfruit in general, people don't disturb them when they're up front. And they're pretty trees. But they just get really tall and it's kind of big. But Cochin is one I'm really looking forward to tasting. I hear the fruit's amazing. But if you get a chance and you have a space, grab one of these jackfruit trees from Julian. Links below the video. Until then, everybody, have a great day and keep growing.